Hello everyone, this is my reaction to last week's Inside Star Citizen Engineering Talking with Thorsten. This is one of those things that really goes on my nerves. You want to activate Engineering Console, you're hitting F, then you have to hit touch to start. Why do we hit touch to start too? Why? I don't know why CRG is always so bad with UIs. It seems like the goal of CRG's UIs is to look cool and cinematic. Function plays no role. And none of those engineering consoles has a seat. So good luck trying to save your ship in the middle of a battle with those force fast reactions. By the way, those fast reactions never move a player forward, reverse to the side. A player always only lands on his butt, and then it takes a significant amount of time to stand up again. So much fun!
Intentions we had still stands true. We had before like the direction of things have to happen. You have to be on your toes, you have to be very reactive to everything that is happening. We noticed that this is not particularly fun. So
just giving people something to do is not enough.
Giving people something to do can be really fun, but it pulls too much attention to these rather than of the gameplay that you should experience.
Thorsten made it look like the old system was way too hard to the players. Players had to be on their toes, player had to react very quickly. Have you played the current version, Thorsten? I don't even want to know what the previous version was. What we have right now on the 4.5 PTU, yes, it's a PTU build, things will change. A player still has to react very quickly. Many ships are just getting destroyed before a player is even out of his seat to fix anything. Just thinking about the previous version was even more time critical. Come on, you cannot even get out of your Perseus pilot seat before your Perseus explodes. This needs a lot of work still.
So the direction that we got was, and we are now acting on, is that engineering gameplay is there to extend the lifetime of the ships rather than making your life miserable on a ship.
Engineering gameplay is there to extend the lifetime of your ship instead of making your life miserable. What game are you playing, Thorsten? Can I play this game, please? Engineering, at least what we have right now on the 4.5 PTU, does not extend the lifetime of our ships, and it makes our life miserable. If you don't believe me, fine, just go to Spectrum or to Reddit and read the threads. I like the idea of engineering. I think it's a very nice addition to the game. But it should make sense and it should be fun. It shouldn't be another time sink. And a lot of times you cannot save your ship.
One of the main things right now that you have to do, or you should do, is prepare for travels. So you should buy fuses ahead of time so that you can replace them once they break on the ship. You should buy enough filled RMC canisters so that you are able to repair the components on site.
Star Citizen already has a very bad ratio between preparation and doing something that is actually fun. It's like 10 to 1. 10 minutes preparation, doing immersive elevator rides, immersive metro rides, immersive quantum traveling, and 1 minute of fun. And now it's getting even worse. Now we have to do more preparation. And why can't we buy filled Camural canisters? You not only have to buy those, you have to fill them too. So you have to find something to salvage. I understand, Star Citizen is a space game. Some things should take time, that's totally fine. But if I want to watch paint dry, I watch paint dry. I don't play Star Citizen instead. And it's getting even worse. There will be more consumables, for example, filters. Knowing CRG, we have to change filters at least every hour.
Filter, that is also a new item that is added as the consumable for the life support generator. I can tell you it's already quite a lot that you have to manage and learn. So it will be fun.
So on the ships with interior, you will have access to the components. By having access to the components, there's the chance for you to repair on-site or repair while they are taking damage.
And of course, in most ships, components are side by side. If one component is hit, it's very likely other components are getting hit too, because we have this cone-shaped penetration mechanic, an area of effect. penetration mechanic. If one component starts to burn, it's very likely other components are starting to burn too, because the fire spreads. In Star Citizen, spaceships are designed by artists who put components wherever they can find a spot or where it looks pleasing. Function plays no role for them. Then we have Perseus, a new ship, and look what CRG did with the power plant. By the way, power plant is very important. Right now, Perseus explodes when the power plant is destroyed. CRG put one of the power plants right next to the outside wall. There's not much penetration needed to reach this power plant.
So if you recall in the early tech preview and even the early arena commander mode, relays were like the weak point of any ship. We thought back in the day that this is a really, really good idea. And to a degree it would be. But with ships where some relays are placed in a very accessible position for getting shot at some point there will be the expert players that will just target those and you will be rendered useless within a blink of an eye, which disagrees with the statement of we have to bump up the TTK here.
I hate the fuses gameplay. Every schmuck can just enter your ship and steal fuses. Most of those fuse boxes are not even covered by anything. Even in Idris, fuses are not even behind a hatch. Who thought this is a good idea and why do we even need fuses? We stopped using fuses for the most part in real life. We have circuit breakers. I guess Chris thinks it's immersive that people can sneak onto your ship and steal your fuses. Another issue is there's no hotkey to put fuses back into place. You have to open your inventory, you have to take a fuse and put it into your hand, and then you can place the fuse. CRG's item interaction system is one of the worst I've ever seen in any game.
So relays and fuses are still relevant, but if a relay does not hold any fuses anymore, basically the ship cannot support the full amount of power that the power plant would allow you to have. It makes sense to repair or restock the fuses.
But it's not going to stop your cold. It's not going to prevent doors from opening anymore.
No.
Why even have fuses? This is so silly. CRG spent a lot of time to put fuses into ships with gold standard, mostly out in the open without any hatch. And now it turns out this was just a bad idea. Why did no one ever think this through, CRG?
So fire can happen in several ways in our game. So one aspect is exterior induced damage to your ship that can cause a fire. Components will trigger fire based on hits from bullets. So energy weapons are right now the most effective one in setting interiors on fire if they hit the components on the interior, versus ballistics, they have a very small chance of igniting the components. And the next big thing is mismanagement of your ship. So if you make your ship run too hot, so if you, for example, think you don't need the full power on your coolers, that means that all the other components start to overheat. We have a system in place that basically has the auto shut off of some of the components, but sometimes that might not be enough. So the temperature rises so high that the component itself incinerates, and then you have a fire due to this systemic approach.
I want to make one thing very clear. I don't want to start a game, press a button and watch the end screen. A game should be fun and engaging. Fighting fires is not. We don't even have any automatic fire suppression systems 900 years into the future. And right now fire is bugged. Very often fire is invisible, but it's still there and it still does harm to your ship. By the way, while we are at harm, fire does very little damage to a player. Why? This doesn't make sense.
And then the third type is malfunctions. These are induced by the wear and tear. So the higher the wear and tear of the component, the higher the chances is.
Yes, you heard it right, malfunctions. Almost all games, even games that are very good simulations, like for example iRacing and ACZ, do not simulate malfunctions because it's not fun. Why do we need malfunctions in Star Citizen, Chris?
I think we are approaching right now a good baseline for the release.
I don't think so. Right now, what we have on the 4.5 PTU is still way too cumbersome. We have way too many bugs, and a lot of things just don't make any sense at all. But Chris will surely push 4.5 to live in December. So Chris can say, look, we also have engineering.
We are not done yet with engineering gameplay. There are still things that we have on the list. And we are consciously holding back those ideas right now because we think we already gave a lot and we are a bit scared of overwhelming the players a bit. And now we want to observe you playing that and basically figuring out what still needs to be added or even what we need to adjust.
Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen.
If you run ballistic ammunition, we will allow you to restock the ballistic ammunition. And the way that it will work is you will buy ammunition containers that then you will use to refill the pool of the ships. Then it will basically drag the ammunition out of it and then basically put it to the pool. We will unify the ammunition size, and that's just for the fact that we don't want to have you bespoke ammunition, for example, for your bearing Gatling, but we want you to share the ammunition between different weapons that share the same size of ammunition. For example, a size 3 Gatling uses the same round size as a size 2 repeater, and it uses the same size as a size 1 repeater, so you can plan your loadout accordingly. Mobile missile racks that you could push into vehicles. So these might also see the light of day at some point. Filter, that is also a new item that is added as the consumable for the life support generator. I can tell you it's already quite a lot that you have to manage and learn. So it will be fun. It will be fun. It will be fun. It will be fun.
Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.